Evit kendehel arre Philippe Welsh. Des evit Breizh delit Breizh, huizo epen ar gevren teknologiezhou ar yez e skouer Bangor, abaoe d'orvil unan, geriadur ourezor evit geriadur istorel a Kembraiz, elaboret o peus var skoueriekad a Kembraiz, elaboret o peus ie var meur ar aktriz vitorien dioren plas a Kembraiz var internet, akroui binvijui neve vid ar liezerien, giz an ifazir kisir, ar geriadur enlinen kisger, a laboret o peus ie var an avez a dur mouez, hag o peus savet ar skoazeller inienel digital Kembraizer en fait maxen et très dovil pamzet comme triwer a neuze ebro gembre peut se croguet de laborat var place à Kembraiz une technologie neve abredoar de la rêve dovil unan et wa savet la rentan de fazier en vet Microsoft Welsh spell checker in 2001, computers wasn't that developed in the society among the people, but you felt need to develop a place of Welsh language on the internet and new technology. How did you find the need? How did you feel the need to develop the place of the Welsh language in the internet, in the new technologies?
Ezen gulen digan an benek dont da zreid eus ar soznik di war bezonig ar repoz ganin ma de kreski a digan an koyun.
I'm sorry, I have to speak in English. And I retired as the head of the Language Technologies Unit at Bangor University at the end of April. So I'm now semi-retired. And thank you for those very kind words, but I do have a big team, or I had a big team of people working with me. So all the things that were listed was my work only, and it was mainly due to Dewi, who's sitting on my right, and you'll hear more from him in a minute, that a lot of this has been accomplished. But we were lucky to win a government commission to write a Welsh terminology dictionary back in 1993. So that's 30 years ago. It was meant to be a 6-month project, but we're still at it 30 years later. This was the foundation for much other work that we've done on Welsh language technologies. We created a master database that we have continued to expand and improve in this and other projects. From it, we have produced paper dictionaries, online dictionaries, a national terminology portal, a dictionary app for iOS and Android devices. It's called App Geiriaduron, and a vocab widget that translates Welsh words into English on web pages. We've also adapted the platform for an online Cornish dictionary and app, the Gerlefer Cernyweg. So some lessons that we learned doing this work was that it's been important to reuse, recycle and build on the resources we already have, creating a set of building blocks for future projects, rather than waste time and money doing separate projects that don't fit together into a coherent whole. And then in 2002, when we were launching a terminology dictionary on disability, one of the blind people in that event came up to me and said, Delith, your dictionaries are all very nice, but what we really need as blind people is speech tools so that we can access these texts in Welsh. So at that point, I felt very embarrassed about our lack of tools, and we set about looking for grants to develop Welsh speech technology. We were very lucky to get an Interreg grant, an European funded grant, to work with our Irish colleagues in Dublin, Trinity College Dublin, DCU and UCD, to develop Welsh and Irish language resources together at the same time. And this is what we've continued doing. By now, we also have expanded into looking at Welsh and English machine translation, natural language processing tools, and we're creating larger language models for Welsh and bilingual Welsh-English applications. We have a digital personal assistant called Maxen, with a beta version running on ChatGPT, and a transcriber that can type out spoken Welsh and create automatic subtitles. We're currently producing 8 synthetic bilingual Welsh-English children and young people voices for the National Health Service in Wales, in collaboration with Cereproc, a company from Scotland. And I'm sure you'll hear more about these from Dewi in a minute. So we've learned more lessons in doing this work, including the importance of sharing our resources as far as possible on permissive open source licenses. Also, we publish our resources on international repositories, as well as providing more details on our own National Language Technologies portal, so that other developers can incorporate them into their products. So we, and by we I mean Dewi, Ross, and myself, started with a vision of what we needed for the Welsh language to thrive in a digital environment. Dewi and I have been able to realise this through our professional work, because we're employed as researchers at Bangor University, where we've been given a great deal of freedom as to the direction of our work, as long as we could find the grant money to accomplish it. So Ross, in the meantime, has been working as a volunteer, translating open source programs and running a website giving information on Welsh language software. Ross and myself have worked closely together, which may have been easier because we happen to be husband and wife. So Dewi's contribution as an expert software developer has also been crucial. So over the years, the Welsh Government has started to show an interest in our work and have begun to develop strategies to revitalise Welsh. So we've moved from just having a vision to having definite strategies. And these strategies include using Welsh language technologies and digital tools to achieve an increase in the number of Welsh speakers. We hope that our early work proved that it was possible for Welsh and other Celtic languages to progress in the digital environment. And we're very happy now that some money is being invested in the development of Welsh language technologies. So we hope that there will be greater Celtic collaboration to move things forward in future. And I was delighted to hear about the work with Breton and the universities as well, because together with the work we've done with Cornish, the Irish, and some work in Scotland as well, I do think that collaboration is a way forward. Now, I do have some leaflets here with some of the web addresses of what I've spoken briefly about. I don't have enough for everybody in the audience, but if you want a list of some of the websites at the end, you can ask me for them. And I hope that Dewi, who is the main developer of most of the programs I've spoken briefly about, will be able to tell you more about these programs in a minute.